My colleague Aviwe Mtila is on the ground in Eldorado Park for us. What is happening at this hour, Aviwe?
Well, Dudu, the Nyalas are still going around Eldorado Park at this very moment, trying to disperse the community members here. They're just going in street by street now, trying to disperse the community members here. I mean, they're just also spraying water. We just saw moments ago, I'm not sure if my colleague can show you, that lady was just sprayed by a Nyala, a JMPD Nyala. I must say the police have been quite aggressive here today. I mean, we experienced some of that aggression directed towards us as the media. One of my media colleagues has already been shot here, and in fact, I overheard a conversation of police talking about, instructing the JMPD police, instructing the other officials to basically also shoot the media here. So I questioned that police officer on the ground. Why was he giving such instructions? And he told me in no uncertain terms that I'd also be on the firing line. But we since also got to further probe him, and he insisted that we be arrested. But in fact, of course, we do all know, Dudu, this is as 16-year-old Nathaniel Julies was shot allegedly at the hands of the police last night at 8:30. He has Down syndrome, basically, and he can't even speak properly. He couldn't even speak properly naturally, but now, of course, he is deceased, and we believe, we were told, in fact, that it is at the hands of the police. And speaking to the councillor a bit earlier on, the councillor did say that that specific policeman has been arrested.
We'll come back to the issue of journalists being threatened in a moment, but where you are, there's also a school not too far from where you are. It's 2 o'clock. One assumes that the bell has rung for after school. How has this affected the children in that nearby school?
In fact, they're coming out to do as we speak this very moment. I'm going to ask my colleague Muhammad just to show you how the proximity, in fact, of the school and the police station is just right across here. And in fact, earlier on, a parent that was on his way to go and fetch his child, he was shot by rubber bullets 8 times, basically. He was treated by paramedics on the scene. I'm not sure if you can see the ambulance there, taking some of them, the people that were shot by rubber bullets, on their way to pick up their school children from school. The police really being reckless here, I must say, being reckless. And you can imagine, the community is angered by a death of a 16-year-old child who had Down syndrome, basically allegedly shot by the police, yet they're still receiving that treatment now, that ill treatment, which we also have received as journalists ourselves, Dudu.
That ill treatment that was directed towards you, the officer that you have since identified, saying that journalists should be shot at and that in fact you should be arrested. Does he mention why?
Well, some of the arguments that he said is that we are on his way, but of course we are doing our duty in distributing the news. He was quite aggressive, I must mention that. And when I tried to probe with some of my media colleagues as well, he was quite aggressive, brushing us off, didn't really care, basically. And he even pointed at me saying that I will definitely get shot myself. And then when we further probed later on, insisting that I must be arrested live on television. He's saying, arrest him, basically, not even caring to do, basically, as I was raising those concerns there. So it was quite disappointing to see that from a JMPD official who's there essentially to protect not only the citizens, also us as the media, as we try to give citizens the news here.
Sure, Aviwe, let's just leave it there for now. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on.